Danny Zuko looks like is a transvestite. Here you have it. I don't know. Forever 21 puts a spell on me, apparently. It's weird sometimes. So, guys, it kind of astounds me what certain companies find to be effective advertising. I passed the Union Square movie theater, and there was a poster outside that read, "You said medium. We heard large." Right? And the only thing I got out of that is that this theater hires deaf and challenged people. Right? Like, what if we turn the tables on them? Like, oh, you said that comes to 15 bucks? I heard free. Or if you can, like, apply that to your personal life. Like, oh, you said you're just not looking to date right now. I understand. I heard June wedding. I don't know why I just became a flamboyant gay man, but figured that out later. I don't always trust that customer service is on my side. I went out to get a drink the other night and my card was declined. So I called my bank and they said there were no technical errors, which leads me to believe that my credit card was being rejected for personal reasons. You know, like, Miss Klausner, Miss, we're glad you called. There's nothing wrong with your account and your card's working just fine. We just know how you get when you drink. And with that said, we'd also like to notify you that any future attempted purchases of Funyuns will be declined. You can just say Funyuns and get a couple of giggles. I'd like to hire the four of you, by the way, to come to every single one of my shows. Delightful. Back to the set, natural segue. Guys, I'm gonna open up. Is it weird that I saw my therapist yesterday and before even either one of us said hello, I broke down into massive hysterics, like sobbing uncontrollably about the existential meaninglessness of life? Is that weird?
No.
Okay, is it weirder that it was my physical therapist? He was like, Maya, listen, I know it can get tough out there, but we're really here to work on your wrist. And I was like, well then maybe somebody should be a little more careful with what words he includes in his professional title, right? And like, the second you throw out the word therapist, you take it upon yourself to become my emotional mentor. You know, it's like when I'm at a restaurant and the waiter comes by and he's like, is everything okay? And I'm like, everything? Because honestly, there are some areas of my life that I think would be worth examining. I'm not saying I'm unhappy intrinsically, but there are some areas I'm not satisfied in. And then when he gives me like this weird look, I'm like, listen, buddy, when you came over and asked me a question, you entered into a verbal contract that obligates you to be my husband.